Hello, my name is Mrs. Bird, and I'm an English teacher in Plano ISD. I want to talk to you about one of the academic integrity violations that appeared on the list on the previous slide. It was the bullet that pertained to students asking peers who have taken a quiz or a test in a previous class period to give answers or exact questions that appeared on that test or quiz. Many students don't recognize this as a violation of academic integrity in the first place. However, any action that you take that gives you an advantage over other students is indeed a violation of academic integrity codes. Let me give you an example. Every year I give a quiz or a series of quizzes over a novel. My students find that the novel and the quizzes are very difficult. I also notice that each year as the day progresses, grades on the quizzes get better and better, so that by 7th period, the class average is significantly higher than that of 1st period. This is not because my 7th period students have all been more intelligent than my 1st period students. It is because through the course of the day, the quiz has been discussed so much so that 7th period students have a distinct advantage over those students that had to take the quiz earlier in the day. One year in particular, I overheard one of my students walking into my classroom talking to one of his friends, and he asked a word-for-word question from the test. He could have only gotten this information because he asked a student who had already taken the quiz earlier in the day. This is obviously unfair because most likely that student got a higher grade on the quiz than the friend or the peer that he asked for help in the first place. I want to let you know that this is an issue that faces all levels of students, even adults in bachelor's, master's, and doctorate programs. It is very difficult not to ask those who have already experienced a quiz or a test for what you would just consider help. It's also probably even more difficult when a friend approaches you and asks for answers or specific questions for you to tell them that you're not going to disclose any information that you have because you already took the quiz. Students don't want to appear uncool to their friends or their peers, and so a lot of times they just go ahead and tell. I try to encourage my students not to place their friends in this position in the first place because it's difficult to say that you won't tell, but telling creates an unfairness in the learning environment. I ask them to trust that I will take care of them with a curve, or by giving a retest, or by offering test corrections when I notice that the grades on the quizzes are consistently low. Your teachers want you to be successful, and learning how to be successful while maintaining academic integrity is the best way to ensure a bright academic future.